pulled an all-nighter at the Senate. I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News wrapping up about an hour ago.
In this vote, the yeas are 52, the nays are 48.
That final Senate vote came after many others, approving a $340 billion budget blueprint that all Republicans but one supported. Rand Paul joined Democrats as a no on the blueprint that aims to boost funding for border security, the military, and energy production.
Here's the most important thing, and this is very technical, but it is of paramount importance. They can't get over a filibuster unless they have this budget blueprint in place. You'll hear this term batted around, budget reconciliation. What that allows you to do, if you have a budget blueprint in place like this, is you can bypass a filibuster. You don't need 60 votes. There are only 53 Republicans in the Senate.
That's Fox's Chad program at the Capitol, where House Republicans have been working on their own version of a budget bill that is bigger, including an extension of the Trump tax cuts from the president's first term set to expire at the end of the year. Now, speaking of cuts, Elon Musk defends what Doge is doing, looking to slash spending with the Department of Government Efficiency, telling the CPAC Conservative Conference it's easy to find waste.
It's like being in a room, and this target, the wall, the roofs, and the floor are all targets. So it's like you're going to close your eyes and go shoot in any direction. You can't miss.
Democrats have challenged Musk and Doge in court as out of control and illegal. Israel's prime minister is vowing revenge the day after one of the 4 dead hostages that Hamas released in Gaza did not end up being the mother expected. Instead of Shiri Bibas's remains, it was an unidentified body. The bodies of her 2 young kids killed in captivity were among those released. Now to Boston. Disappointment on ice.
Centering pass, McDavid scores! Connor McDavid wins it for Canada!
An overtime game winner on ESPN. Canada beat the American team 3-2 in the NHL's 4 Nations Face-Off tournament. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
5 years ago, what we then called coronavirus was raging in China, then Italy, on its way to the U.S. in a global COVID pandemic. And while some federal agencies and Republicans believe the virus leaked out of a research lab in Wuhan, China, there's concern about labs here in the U.S. targeted by China. The Senate held a hearing on it.
Republican Senator Mike Lee of Utah chaired the hearing.
DOE's national labs have pushed the boundaries of innovation and strengthened our national security. But for those very same reasons, they've also become a prime target for espionage.
Former DOE Undersecretary Paul DeBar testified to what he's seen at the labs.
Communist Chinese nationals who were employed at DOE labs stole inventions in violation of U.S. law and took them to China for commercialization.
Where, Senator Lee says, they're helping to build Chinese weapons. The aim is to protect our intellectual property. But witness Anna Puglisi of the Hoover Institute warned,
our current system is not designed to counter this kind of threat.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
There's a new FBI director, but Democrats don't like him, worried he's a Trump loyalist, and 2 GOP senators had concerns, too.
Kash Patel will be the next FBI director after a contentious confirmation process. 2 Republicans voted against Patel's nomination, Alaska's Lisa Murkowski and Maine's Susan Collins. Collins argues Patel has made a number of politically charged statements she finds concerning and questions if he can remain apolitical in the role. Republicans believe Patel is the right person to reform and bring more transparency to the FBI. Patel is a former attorney in the Department of Justice and served in several different roles during the first Trump administration. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
Another Senate Republican, Mitch McConnell, who's been majority and minority leader, announced he will not run for re-election next year. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising the day after a big sell-off. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee Valley Authority continuing to ask customers to reduce power consumption amid frigid temperatures. A voluntary energy reduction request continues through 10 a.m. today, with TVA saying it will help ease the strain on power grids. Some recommendations to lower consumption include delaying the use of large appliances and lowering thermostats. The Putnam County school system has used up 11 of 13 stockpiled snow days after closing school for winter weather Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. School officials say any days missed beyond that 13 must be made up so students receive equivalent of 180 instructional days. DeKalb County Commission expected to vote next week on a bond resolution to fund the construction of a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. WJLE Smithville reporting the bond will not exceed $55 billion over 30 years. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:06. Today is Friday. It's the 21st of February. Happy Friday. Happy cold Friday, Sheila.
Single digits, 9 degrees right now.
Is it 9?
9. The high will be 35, though.
Good.
Ooh, 35.
Hey, that sunshine helped us out a bunch yesterday.
It did. The roads aren't bad this morning at all.
No.
I mean, my side roads. How was yours?
Oh, they're dry, fine, no problems.
See, that sun helped a lot, and it wasn't even, we didn't even get up past 22 yesterday, I don't think. But we should get up to 35. It's 9 right now. I don't have a feels like, but I'm sure it's below 0 because it's like windy out there,
I can tell you what it feels like. Crap. Feels awful.
Feels like a winter tundra.
Feels stupid.
I agree with all of that.
Okay. A few things that you need to know. This is cool for all of you people with like telescopes and, really like space. It's the planet parade tonight. So there'll be multiple planets lined up. Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and Mercury. You'll be able to see them all tonight, right in a row.
I wish I had a telescope.
And it's the planet parade is what they call it.
That's cool.
If that's something you're into, have at it.
I'm into it. I just don't have any way to look at it.
Well, maybe you can go somewhere, find somebody.
Once I get in tonight, it'll be so cold, I'll just stay in.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will show it on some kind of documentary.
Be on YouTube later.
Be on NASA.
Warren County High School, their agriculture wing, they're going to dedicate it to teacher Russell Watson. He's passed, and he was the ag teacher there forever, FFA guy there forever, well over 40 years, I think. So they're dedicating the high school's ag wing to him. So
I think that's great.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's the Gold Rush game over at Tennessee Tech. You get a free T-shirt, free admission for students, and they're asking you to wear gold. Also, the Tech men's basketball game will be nationally televised on ESPNU.
Yeah.
On Saturday. The men's game starts at 1, then the women's game follows at 3:30. And that's all at home at the Hoop. That should be a bunch of fun.
I know that a lot of folks, a lot of us, especially today with it being 9 degrees, we're ready for spring. Well, the Roberts 5 Farm posted that they are just a few weeks away from their opening week. They're the ones that have all the tulips that you can take your pictures with. Said, if you visited last year, we'd love to see you. You Pick Tulip Farm. Let me see what their opening day is. March 22nd. So it's,
a month away.
Yeah, it is 22nd tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Monday.
Donna's birthday.
March 22nd.
No, February 22nd.
Oh, February 22nd. So no wonder she likes spring so much. She's born right there, right before spring. But sorry, I don't know why I like got off track a little bit. But anyway, You Pick Tulip Farm. Over 105,000 tulip bulbs were planted. Second week of estimated opening date is the second week of March. And then their You Pick is on March 22nd.
Okay. Which is a month.
It's a month. But hey, it's closer than it was.
Took a long time to get there. The Cookeville Police Department is proud to announce Sergeant Alyssa Coppinger has been named the 2024 Outstanding Law Enforcement Officer of the Year by the Upper Cumberland American Legion Post 135. So congratulations to Alyssa Coppinger, Outstanding Law Enforcement Officer of the Year.
That's pretty awesome.
She works at the Cookeville Police Department.
Yeah, congratulations
Way
to
to
Alyssa.
go, Alyssa. Good job.
Yeah.
Anything else, Sheila?
No.
Okay.
That's all I had was the tulips. Because I was ready for spring, and I'm like, that's it. Boom.
That's all I got too, Sheila.
Okay.
Just those few things there. I believe that's right. I believe that's all I had. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. So
And then don't forget, tomorrow starts the Putnam County Home Show at the Convention Center, and that's from 10 to 6 on tomorrow, and then on Sunday it's 10 to 5. And you can go online to putnamcountyhomeshow.com and register, and that gives you free tickets, free passes to get in. If you don't go online, you'll have to kind of stand and register, and you'll still get in free, but this takes all that, signing up and registering. You can do that at home and then just walk in.
That's right, Sheila.
And then our guest this morning will be Gavin Bartlett from Complete Crete, and also Jaden Flynn from Modern Development. They'll be at the home show, and we'll talk to them around 7:30 this morning.
And then we got the UCR boys coming in too, right?
Yeah, we got Jacob Vinson coming in at 7.
Yeah, because I when it gets tournament time in basketball, for some reason I can't keep up.
Yeah. It's difficult. There's a lot of things going on, and then the snow hit too. So I'm like, did they play? Did they not play?
I don't know. So we'll get straight with Jacob.
Jacob knows it all.
And find out. Also coming up, Your 2 Cents. That's brought to you by our friends over at Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street, Sparta. Stop by and see them for pretty much whatever you need.
And this is going to be a hard one again today, I think. If you had to delete all but 3 apps on your phone, what 3 would you keep? Yeah, you got to think about that one for a little bit.
Are you counting like the normal ones like phone and text as an app or no?
It just comes on your phone. That does. I'm talking about the ones you add.
Oh, okay. So no matter what, phone, text, email, we get to keep.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
All right. We'll get into that coming up in just a little bit on Your 2 Cents. That's on the way here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We hope you hang out with us.
Join Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity for their Race to Build Hope 5K Run Walk, Saturday, March 29th at 8 a.m. at the Livingston Central Park. The race is supporting Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity's mission to build affordable homes and strengthen communities. So lace up and join the fun Saturday, March 29th at 8 a.m. at Livingston Central Park for Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity's Race to Build Hope 5K Run Walk. To register, visit uchabitat.org.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
Hey everyone, it's Magic Mike at Carlin Chevrolet, and love is in the air. We love our customers, and to prove it, we're saving you money. This month, we're selling almost every new vehicle at true factory invoice pricing. On top of that, you get the rebates. We'll give you top dollar for your trade, and if you're loyal to us, we'll be loyal to you. If you own a Chevrolet 2011 or newer, trade it or keep it, you get extra money off. Come down to the corner of Spring and Willow and feel the love of savings. See you soon.
Your Cookeville Gas Department works closely with contractors to make certain no gas line is broken when excavation is done. However, there are times when damage does occur. If you smell gas where construction is being done, please notify the gas department immediately. Better yet, call us before you dig and let us locate the lines for you. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas, energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:17.
And Your 2 Cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond on Mayberry Street in Sparta. They have everything you need: guns, ammo, guitars, golf, all the G's, all the greats, and then TVs, jewelry, whatever you need. Go to Freedom Pond first and say, hey, I heard that you sponsor Your 2 Cents with Jason and Sheila. Thank you.
Yeah, say that.
Yeah. If you had to delete all but 3 apps on your phone, what 3 would you keep? Now, we're not talking about the things that come on your phone, like messages and email and things like that. I'll give that to you. But things that you add on to your phones, what are your top 3 add-ons that you would keep if you had to get rid of all of them but 3?
Well, I'd keep X, Twitter for sure, YouTube, and I don't know, everything else would be optional since we get to keep all the other email and text and phone.
Okay.
Maps. I'll take
Yeah,
Maps.
that's what I was going to say. Google Maps.
Yeah. YouTube, Google Maps, and X.
Mine would be Facebook, Instagram, and Google Maps.
Yeah.
That's my 3.
I mean, Facebook's nice and all, but
And I know you're not an Instagrammer, but I have actually, networked with a lot of people on Instagram. It seems it's not as negative as Facebook can be sometimes.
Right.
Now, Facebook, when used right, it's good, but some people, they just feel like, okay, if I write it down, it's not as bad. No, it sounds negative. When you write it down, you're negative.
well, I mean, that's okay. They can write down whatever they want.
They can.
It's America.
It is America. I'm sick of negative Nellies.
I don't like negative people, but they got every right to do it.
But sometimes it's interesting. I will read you.
I like reading the comments.
Yeah.
That's the fun
And
part.
sometimes the comments put you in your place. And sometimes it's like, I've heard enough of this. I'm going to scroll on, or I'm going to change to Instagram. Oh, anyway, what are other people saying?
Yeah.
If you had to delete all but 3 apps on your phone, what 3 would you keep? Kim said, I don't know what she said. Remind, because I use it for work. Remind?
It's an app.
It is an app? I didn't. Sorry, I was confused
That
about it.
reminds people to do stuff for work.
I did not know this.
Mm-hmm.
Remind, because I use it for work. Makes sense now. Facebook and my church app. If I could keep one more, it would be Hank the Legend app. That's a show. That's a radio show. Also, Toby, calculator, calendar. Yeah, that's a given, Toby.
That
I'll
comes
give that
with
to
it,
you.
though.
That comes with it.
Yeah.
But I didn't write the rules on the question.
I know that comes with the phone.
Pam said Facebook, photos, and Venmo. What you doing on Venmo a lot, Pam?
Well, she might sell like farm stuff.
I bet she does.
Yeah.
Or she might raise squirrels. She has a pet squirrel, that Pam does.
Right. And she got kids too. You almost have to have it when you have kids.
That's true. Johnny said Kroger, Waze, which is more of a travel app.
Well, Waze is with Google now. So if you have Google Maps, it's with Waze.
I didn't realize
so
that.
they've merged.
Okay. Kroger, Waze, and the Weather Channel.
Mm.
Okay, good. Tex goes, honestly, all of them. I don't want to get rid of any. That's not the rules, Tex.
Well, maybe Tex doesn't have a lot. Maybe he's like me. It doesn't have a lot of
I don't
apps.
have a lot either.
You got all kinds of apps.
What makes you think that?
Because you've got little boxes with a bunch of apps in it.
Oh, that's true. I do have shopping apps. Don't
Yeah.
tell Tim, my husband.
Donna's got a bunch of apps too.
But I don't use a lot all the time.
Right, but you have them in their own little boxes. And then
I sure do, because
then
I
you
want to be able to find stuff.
I bet you've got 3 times the amount of apps I have. Easily.
Oh, you know which one I would like to keep too?
What?
I'll have to Spotify.
I could get rid of Spotify.
I probably could get rid of it.
Like I don't use it enough to worry about.
I use it all the time, and I use it for audiobooks too.
Not
cheating. You're still reading.
I use that one from the library now.
Yes.
Audiobooks.
Yeah. Libby.
Yeah.
It's good. Oh, I'm glad you're using that.
Right.
Michelle said the weather app, Spotify. I got to have my music, and Facebook. Those are good. Those are good 3 apps there. Trina said Facebook, Kroger, and Walmart. You know what? Most of my other apps are like Kroger, Walmart, things like that.
Donna got the new Walmart app.
Yeah.
And you can get a free Whopper. That's why she got it, because she knows I love a Whopper.
Yeah. And see, there's a lot of things when you do
And it
download
saves her
apps.
on gas, and she can just pull up now, and they bring it out to her, and
she loves that.
she loves that.
Sheila said Shazam, Waterbug, and Waze. I'm sorry, I said Waterbug. It's Weatherbug.
Okay. I don't know what water bug is.
I caught myself. I was thinking, what is Waterbug? Oh, Weatherbug. Waterbug. Why would we need a Waterbug app?
I tell you what, when Sheila learns to read, she's going to be dangerous.
It's early in the morning. It's Friday, end of the
Here
week.
we go. Here we go.
Sarah said People's Exchange Bank. I guess that's her bank.
Yeah.
Credit Karma and my Firmer Pal.
I don't know what Firmer Pal is.
I don't know either.
Are you sure that's what it is?
It's FIRMER.
Okay. All right. I'm just double
I
checking.
know, because I said Waterberg.
You can't blame me for double
Bug.
checking.
Waterberg. Y'all,
You can't blame me for checking.
this is my first day in radio. Excuse me.
Again.
Yeah. John said logos, Wordscapes, and Robinhood. What's the Robinhood app?
Robinhood's one of those finance.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was know your neighbors and know which ones are not so nice. I don't know. Oh, the neighborhood app. I like it, but I haven't used it in a while. Sorry. TikTok and Facebook is what Kevin said.
I don't even have TikTok.
I do, but I don't use it that much.
I've been thinking about getting it, but
You know what? I think that I download the ones that are trendy and then never use them again. I need to offload some of mine.
Probably do.
Yeah, I do.
Well, you got a ton on there.
How do you know what all I got on my phone?
Well, because you leave your phone laying around and I see it.
You've been checking and spying on me.
No, you just leave it. You'll set it down there and I can see all your little squares with all your little apps in it.
But it looks all neat, don't it?
Yeah, but you can't say, I don't have that many apps.
I didn't think I did because I don't think I use that many. But then once you corrected me, I got to thinking I do have a lot on there, but I need to offload some of them because I don't use all of them. Misty said Snapchat, Facebook, and TikTok. Oh, she's all the trendy ones.
Wow.
And Christy said Facebook, Snapchat, and Sam's Club.
A Sam's Club app is nice to have too.
See, I got Sam's Club, Walmart, Kroger. I got all those.
I don't have, those are all Donna apps.
Yeah. And see, I'm the woman of the family too.
You are? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I got all the little trying to save money apps, but I also got some of those that spend money apps. It's counterproductive.
For you, I'm sure.
Kim said, I already got Kim. She got on there twice. I don't know why that did that. Anyway, there you go. What's so funny is I see Jason blinking like, whew, like Sheila had a rough time with that.
Sometimes I'm just glad stuff's over.
Jason.
Well, I mean, that was.
Look how smart I make you look.
You were on the struggle bus bad there for a second.
Every time that I take like a sinus pill, it makes me sleepy and woo.
Oh, now it's the sinus pills' fault.
It's the end of the week. Sinus pills, sinus or allergy pills.
Cold.
It's cold.
So there's your excuses.
Right.
Y'all can use them today too at your work.
As you're looking at the Firmer app. Now, what was that other one you said was workout? Remind me.
Yeah, it's not workout. That's for work. Or if you need.
The remind me is we don't know what Firmer is.
No.
That sounds like a workout app.
I'll have to look that up, Sheila.
I'll have to download that again.
Well,
Put it in on little boxes.
Oh, yeah. Coming up. Spoiler alert, that's on the way.
And Jason will do that.
I'll take care of that.
So the show will get better.
You won't need any sort of decoder ring or wonder what Sheila's talking about.
I wonder what imagine how it is in this brain of mine. It is crazy.
I don't want to, Sheila.
It's hard living this way.
I thought I'd be the one half-addled today. I woke up at 1:30 and couldn't go back to sleep. I thought, oh, Lord, I'm going to be half-addled today.
No, but with me, I took an allergy pill.
It's kind of like when you're wearing, like, regular clothes and you go to Walmart and you feel real good about yourself when you leave Walmart.
Yes, I'm that for you. It's like in my brain, I've got my PJs on.
Your pajama
and I'm
girl.
walking through Walmart.
That's right.
Hair not brushed.
Right, not a lick of coat on. It's cold and wearing Crocs.
Wearing my house shoes or Crocs. Yeah. That is how I feel this morning in my brain.
Yeah.
My brain's crazy.
So anyway,
but it's fun.
I guess I'll have to put the show on my shoulders again.
Whoa, bless his heart.
I will, for the betterment of the show and for all of you listening.
Yeah, Jason's segment is next.
Gonna make a big sacrifice for you guys. Coming up next, spoiler alert, what's going on in the world of entertainment and music. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Also coming up, the real good. So a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. And round 5 of Ask Sheila.
Wonder how that will go today.
Going to go terrible. So that's all still to come. Here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back. Hang out with us.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee Valley Authority continuing to ask customers to reduce power consumption amid frigid temperatures. A voluntary energy reduction request continues through 10 a.m. today, with TVA saying it will help ease the strain on power grids. Some recommendations to lower consumption include delaying the use of large appliances and lowering thermostats. The Putnam County school system has used up 11 of 13 stockpiled snow days after closing school for winter weather Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. School officials say any days missed beyond that 13 must be made up so students receive equivalent of 180 instructional days. DeKalb County Commission expected to vote next week on a bond resolution to fund the construction of a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. WJLE Smithville reporting the bond will not exceed $55 billion over 30 years. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The San Antonio Spurs yesterday announced that Victor Wembanyama will miss the rest of this season with deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder. He was averaging 24 points, 11 rebounds, almost 4 assists, and a league-leading 3.8 blocks per game this season. Dallas Cowboy offensive lineman Zach Martin is retiring from the NFL. Martin played 11 years in the league and was named to 9 Pro Bowls throughout his career. He was also a first-team All-Pro in 7 seasons. ESPN will no longer broadcast Major League Baseball after this season. ESPN only broadcasts 30 regular season games and the playoffs starting in 2021 after broadcasting more than 90 games in their previous contract. With the decline in games shown on the network, they mutually agreed to part ways from their contract. Join us tonight for 8 high school basketball games. On the main UCR Facebook page, you can watch all 4 District 7 Single A semifinal games. On the UCR YouTube channel, you can watch all 4 District 7 3A play-in games. All games get started at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Walmart shares are narrowly higher after yesterday's 6% sell-off. Walmart stock saw its worst day in more than a year, knocking billions from its market value after the retail giant pulled back its forecast for this year, saying shoppers are spending more cautiously. Forbes says the descendants of Walmart founders Bud and Sam Walton lost billions of dollars from their fortunes. Sam Walton's 3 living children, Alice, Jim, and Rob, lost an estimated $6 billion each. The Financial Times is reporting that Nissan is seeking a deal to be purchased by investors led by Tesla. Nissan's merger talks with Honda collapsed recently. The report says for Tesla, the benefit would be the ability to buy U.S. Nissan plants in Tennessee and Mississippi. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 30.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Well, it is going to be a very cold night with temperatures falling back into the low single digits. That's overnight. We'll clear out. Tomorrow will be a sunny day, a little bit warmer, the high in the mid-30s. Be back in the teens tomorrow night, low 40s by Saturday, and we'll keep it dry right into Sunday with highs getting closer to 50.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is the largest nonprofit dedicated to ending colon and rectal cancers.
The Alliance has access to the latest trials and treatments. You need the Alliance on your side.
Go to the Alliance. Go to colorectalcancer.org.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window studio. It's 6:34 now. Cold start to the morning.
Guess what? We went up to 2 digits. We're at 10.
All right.
10 degrees right now, y'all.
Hey, we added a really cool feature to the Hub Plus Roku app yesterday. Of course, we've been telling you about Anthony Taylor,
Yes.
Upper Cumberland Weather, joining the Cookeville Communications radio stations as our weatherman starting in March. And so on the Hub Plus app now, we've got his channel streaming through the Hub Plus app. So,
That's awesome.
So anytime you need weather, you can go to Hub Plus, click over to Upper Cumberland Weather, click it, and there it is. It's beautiful up on the big screen. Watched it a little bit yesterday when I got home just to see it. Man,
Anthony really knows what he's doing.
it looks
He
good.
is truly a weather geek, and he really knows. He tunes into this area, the Upper Cumberland area, where I feel like it's kind of misplaced in a way.
Yeah,
It's
we're in
between
the
Nashville
middle.
and Knoxville.
He does a great job. And during severe weather, of course, you can turn it on to Hub Plus, and Anthony will be there, and all 4 of our radio stations as well during severe weather, tornadoes, bad thunderstorms, things like that. Just upping our game a little bit with our weather here on Cookeville Communications stations. And what a way to do it with Anthony.
Yeah.
Because he's already doing such a great job and building great partnerships with him and Upper Cumberland Weather, the guys over at Upper Cumberland Reporter. Man, could we be any luckier?
I know.
To
I
have
love that we've got such a great team all around.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Spoiler alert time. Some things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Tonight, primetime Cold Case Files, Dead West. That's on A&E, a series premiere of that. And here's one for you for tonight, Sheila, that I'm pretty sure that you'll be in on. Fur Babies. It's on Nat Geo Wild, a series premiere of that.
I'm definitely wanting to tune into that.
There's nothing cuter than little baby animals.
I know it. Animals are cute anyway, and then the baby versions.
Even when they turn out ugly, like a possum.
Yeah,
Baby-
even the babies are sweet looking, aren't they?
Yeah, the babies are cute. Well, then they get old, and you're like, what kind of monster did God create?
That's how I feel about hyenas. Like the baby hyenas are really cute, and then I'm like, then you look all demonic.
Yeah,
That's mean to say,
they
but
look mangy.
mangy.
Yeah, maybe if they were, raised, domestically, they might look a little
No,
bit
they're
better.
kind of hunched over. They're like a little hunchback.
On streaming tonight, Pantheon. That's on Netflix, season 2 of that.
Pantheon.
On Hulu, season 1 of How I Escaped My Cult.
Oh.
On Hulu, season 1, 1,000 Blows. And Surface is on Apple TV Plus. It's new to stream. Let's see here. Sunday primetime. Suits LA. I'll probably watch that. I like the other Suits. So I'm going to give this a try. Series premiere of that. And another show that looks good. Grosse Point Garden Society. Have you seen the previews for it?
I haven't.
That's going to be on NBC, a series premiere of that. Also, the series premiere of The Baldwins. Hope nobody gets shot.
Is that Alec and his wife?
Sure is. The Food That Built America. That's on History Channel.
That's a great show.
Love that show. And then also Sunday, it says new to stream on Paramount Plus, 1923.
Yes, it's going to be the new season.
So 1923, a new season of that starts Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, well, how about that?
Yeah, our buddy Freaky Dave was telling me about that because he knows we like that. I was like, really? How did I not know this?
Well, I'd seen some promos for it, but they never said.
That it was new?
Yeah.
Like you thought they were doing like a marathon or something?
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Well, I thought they better get on it. Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford. They're up there.
Yeah.
And I want them to finish out this project.
You don't really care if they die as long as they finish.
No, I don't want them to
1923.
die.
That's what it sounds like to me.
That's not, no.
Dwayne Johnson, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Emily Blunt had. What about them? You want them to die or stay alive?
I want them to stay alive, I guess.
They're going to star in a Martin Scorsese drama set in the underworld of Hawaii. Ooh.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah. Nickelodeon has greenlit a new Avatar animated series called Avatar 7 Heavens. It's been given a 26 episode order and will follow a new Avatar. That's according to Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Squares reboot has been renewed for a second season at CBS.
Oh, so it's doing well.
Yeah, I guess so. Leighton Meester. Hello, Meester. Will guest star on the second season of Nobody Wants This, which stars her husband, Adam Brody. And I've heard of Adam Brody, but not Leighton Meester.
You're probably thinking of Aiden Brody.
I bet I am.
Because I don't know Adam.
I bet they're brothers or something.
I bet they're not. I don't know. I'm just trying to argue.
Nicolas Cage's ex-girlfriend, Christina Fulton, is suing the star and their son, Weston Cage, for life-threatening injuries.
What?
Sustained in a 2023 fight.
That's crazy.
The lawsuit accuses Weston, who Christina described as a 300-pound professional fighter, of unprovoked assault and battery. Fulton claims that he's negligent for failing to that Nicolas Cage is negligent for failing to prevent their son's alleged behavior, seeking unspecific damages for catastrophic physical, emotional, and economic harm.
Oh, goodness. That sounds like a lot.
Nicolas Cage his lawyer says it's a frivolous lawsuit. Which it could be, gosh, I don't know.
Could be. I mean, people make up stuff all the time, but that sounded pretty rough, didn't it?
Blake Lively's publicist, Leslie Sloan, is seeking dismissal from Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit, calling her inclusion a smoke and mirrors exercise. So she wants out of everything. She's like,
I'm done with this.
I quit.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing. I'm leaving everything. I'm out.
Done with this.
That's not what you want to hear from your publicist.
No,
You know what I mean? This is sad. No June Jam. Alabama's not doing their June Jam this year. Said with the economy the way it is in that area, that people just can't afford tickets anymore. And then they moved the Rock the South Festival to Coleman, Alabama, which is from July to June. And so that took a lot of concert money out of the region. So they're not going to do it. Now, they're still going to do their Fan Appreciation Weekend, June 26th through the 28th. So no June Jam this year.
To be honest, I didn't think they were still doing that.
And you remember June Jam used to be
It was big.
the thing.
Yeah.
As far as festivals go, it kind of started all that. Well, I guess Woodstock did, but June Jam.
Yeah, June Jam was one of the bigger ones in the South for sure.
Good news for Reba McEntire and the cast of her new sitcom Happy's Place, which I enjoy.
I think that's a fun show. I
Yeah.
love that. I thought she was married to this guy, but everybody's saying it's their boyfriend.
They're just dating.
But I really like him. He's an actor, and he plays the cook on
Chef,
there, the chef.
cook, whatever. Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, it's the comings and goings of the staff of a Knoxville, Tennessee bar called Happy's Place, and that was owned by the father of the person Reba plays, which is Bobby, and she inherited. Melissa Peterman, who plays Reba's bestie, and then Reba's boyfriend is also part of the cast. But the show's been renewed for a second season, which I was wondering if it would or not, because it's clean, it's nice.
Right. And then it's all about Tennessee, too. I like it.
not a
Not
lot-
all about Tennessee, but I mean,
Not a lot of cussing and things like that. It's a good, clean
good family
American
show.
sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was hoping that would stick around a little bit.
Glad it got renewed.
Yeah. Coming up, we've got the real good. That's a couple of stories that's positive and uplifting. Also, we'll get to round 5 of Ask Sheila. And even if Sheila got all 3 right today, she's not going to break her record.
Oh, well, then why even try, Jason?
But we'll still do it because it's fun. So stick around. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
When it comes to HVAC, electric, and plumbing,
The Pioneer Man can.
Pioneer Man agrees nothing beats this clean, fresh air. But we're indoors right now, so you wild birds need to get out or get house trained.
Pioneer can clear and clean your ducts to help keep the air you breathe clean and healthy. Trust your frontier to Pioneer. Visit pioneercomfort.com for details.
The Pioneer Man can.
This week's Half Price Upper Cumberland, which you can buy at 9 a.m. this Friday morning, is Exceptional Bean, a mission disguised as a coffee shop. The mission is to provide employment opportunities and a supportive environment for individuals with disabilities. Exceptional Bean is a nonprofit, and they have dang good coffee, too. Get a $25 gift card for half price this Friday morning at 9. For more information, visit our website. It's Half Price Upper Cumberland.
Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation provides programs and services for patients in need in our Upper Cumberland community. Learn more at cookvilleregionalcharity.org. Our foundation is compassionate care. Your gift helps us heal.
And so it was when Jesus had ended these sayings that the people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. Matthew chapter 7, verses 28 and 29. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Join us this month as we study Jesus' Sermon on the Mount from the Gospel of Matthew every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve him and serve others.
If you have automotive needs, Dependable Auto Sales and Service, along with Colonial Automotive, would love to help you. Whether it's towing or service, body shop needs, are you ready for a new car? We have everything you need, including the financing, including the warranties. It doesn't matter what it is, DAS is on your side. Please come see us at 1575 Interstate Drive, right here in Cookeville, 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-7355, 24/7 at dasautosales.com.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-Window-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
Saving energy saves you money. Whether you switch to Energy Star light bulbs, install Energy Star appliances, or add extra insulation. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Stay tuned for Willow Window's summer spaces. They're getting stuff in all the time for that, putting it up on their website, willowwindow.pro. And man, they got some really cool stuff on the way.
Oh, I know.
So, and now's the time to start planning for that. Go ahead and get on Willow Window's books and get it done. That way, when spring and summer hits, you've already got it done.
And then, talk about a summer space. You won't have to even leave your house. You go in your backyard and have fun, make a cabana, buy a pool.
Well, it's like it's what I talked to Donna. Donna loves going on vacation.
Yeah.
And I hate going on vacation. I'd rather just have a spot you don't want to take a vacation from.
Yes.
And these summer spaces.
Yeah, it's nice. You wouldn't even want to leave your home.
6:49 now here on Good Morning Cookeville on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
A high today Only 35, but we're going to have sunny skies. So even yesterday, we didn't get above 22, and we had a lot of melting going on. And then Saturday is going to be a high of 40. Perfect for the Putnam County Home Show on Tennessee Avenue at the new convention center.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it
The Real Good.
Ted Midgley, a 58-year-old mechanic from Derby, England, has finally achieved a lifelong dream of learning to read.
Aw.
You could follow in his footsteps, Sheila.
Well, I need to learn to read a lot better, yes.
Ted was diagnosed with dyslexia as a child.
Maybe I have that.
But never received the support he needed and ended up leaving school at the age of 15.
Oh.
After his stint in the factory, Ted built a successful career around his passion for fast cars and motorcycles. When he met a young Australian motorcycle racer that he wanted to work with, Ted realized he needed to read emails. So he got to work and made remarkable progress, and he knew he had achieved his goal when he was able to open and read for the first time a copy of Speedway Star magazine that he'd kept for 40 years.
That's pretty cool.
I had this for so long, Ted said, and I've never been able to read it. It was amazing to do it.
That's awesome.
You know, sometimes you just take it for granted.
Yes.
That you know how to read.
Well, can you imagine? I mean, you can't read road signs or anything. I mean.
No, I can't imagine. How does that feel, Sheila?
Jason Grider, I can read. It's just, I was having trouble, and I was on the struggle bus this morning.
Denver firefighters teamed up with a local charity as well as Denver Public Schools to make sure kids stay warm this winter. The effort of the firefighters resulted in 1,000 brand new winter coats being donated to kids at 2 grade schools there in Denver. The effort was started last year by Denver firefighters Michael Connect, who grew up in Alaska and understands the importance of staying warm. The meaning behind it for me is just making sure every kid has a coat. That's what he said.
That's awesome.
Michael said, I don't like seeing kids outside without a jacket or way to keep warm. The excitement didn't stop with the coats. After picking out new jackets, the kids got an up-close look at the fire trucks and met all the firefighters and all of that. And so that was a cool event for all of those kids. You'd like that too, Sheila.
Yeah, I would.
Firefighters and learning to read. This is perfect for you.
That's great. 2 great stories, Jason, although you're being very facetious.
To Ted Midgley and to the Denver firefighters, y'all are
real good.
All right, Sheila. Now, I know that this round of Ask Sheila doesn't mean anything.
It always means something, Jason.
But I do want you to put 100% into it.
I do every day. It's just some days are more struggly than others.
So here we go. Question number 1, round 5
Okay.
of Ask Sheila. If you add this to your diet, you can burn more calories. What is it? If you add this to your diet, you can burn more calories.
Grapefruit.
I've never heard this before.
Grapefruit.
No.
Cayenne pepper.
Close.
Jalapeno peppers.
Close.
Well, how close am I?
It's hot sauce.
Oh, I knew that. But I was peppers and stuff. That's got peppers in it.
Oh, I don't care. It don't mean nothing. You get all 3 right. You got it right, Sheila.
I know, I did.
Congratulations. Doing this for 15 minutes burns as many calories as an hour of moderate exercise. What is it? And will you be doing this today?
I've heard when people like fidget, like at their desk, and they do their they shake their knee, or.
I said you sure would be doing a lot of this today.
Not reading well.
No.
Being cold, like, ooh, shivering.
Shivering, yes, that's it. Way to go. Yeah.
Thanks. Is that included? Oh, thank you. Applause.
Yeah. Shivering was the answer to that. 2 right already, Sheila. Wow.
I know.
My goodness.
Don't mean anything, though.
It doesn't. It may be hard to believe, but you can burn 30 calories doing this. What is it?
Kissing.
No. It's something, okay, the hint is, I don't like these.
Cinnamon buns.
No. You can't burn 300 calories eating cinnamon buns.
Depends on how fast you're moving. When
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, when you say you don't like them, I just thought of cinnamon. You're not crazy about cinnamon. You don't like these. Workout on
how'd you lose that weight, Jason? Well,
cinnamon buns.
I was on the honey bun diet.
Don't you wish that really was a diet?
Yeah.
You don't like these. Is it a workout equipment or something?
No. Donna loves these. I hate these. We've talked about this many times before. This is a great hint. I don't know why you're not getting it.
Because you're losing weight on something. I can't think of anything that Donna likes that you hate, and then talking about losing weight.
It may be hard to believe, Sheila, but you can burn 300 calories by watching a scary movie.
What?
Yeah. So I
don't believe that.
You could have a full workout just by eating hot sauce, shivering, and watching a scary movie. Go for the burn right there.
I'd much rather do all 3 of those than work out.
I mean, what if that was a thing, you know, where you had
like hot sauce and hot peppers do speed up your metabolism, and I can see where people jump and move, like the movement, but I don't see it burning 300 calories.
I think maybe because your heart beats faster during it,
and you're getting your heart rate up.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm guessing.
I don't see that being better than an actual
more of a cardio event than it is.
It's that big of a cardio event. Do
well,
you?
300 calories. I mean, that's not a ton to burn, really. I mean, think about it. A candy bar is over 300 calories.
That's true.
So 300 calories isn't a lot. 12.
So I should be a skinny mini watching all those serial killer documentaries.
Which is weird because I don't think you're even scared by them.
Oh, well, when it's real stories, it does bother me more.
That means you're calm, cool, and collected watching people get killed.
No, I'm not.
What it sounds like to me.
Quit starting that rumor. You're making me out to be some psychopath.
By the way, you brought up cinnamon buns. It's National Sticky Bun Day, which is like a cinnamon.
No, they're messier.
But it's like it.
Don't taste as good.
But it's like it, is all I'm saying.
Whatever. See, that's why he always thinks he's right. He just keeps pushing it.
Well, show me the difference between a sticky bun and a cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon buns taste better. They smell better. They're better with coffee.
It's National Grain Free Day. So no grains today. Well, then there goes your sticky buns.
It's not a grain.
There's grains in it. How do you think they make the flour, Sheila?
Go ahead. Next one. No comment.
National Caregivers Day. Tim, that's for you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he has a lot to put up with, especially when I'm having a morning like this. But then right now, I'm in your care. Poor Jason.
Poor me.
You like it and you know it.
I'm having to read things to you. I mean, he is a saint.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. It's also card reading day. So,
more reading.
Yeah. So that's where you go back and you read, some of the old cards that you may have gotten kept. I've kept all my Father's Day cards from the kids through the years.
So you're being sentimental.
I'm sentimental when it comes to kids. I am.
Well, that's sweet.
I'm sentimental about the kids, grandkids, Donna, Tennessee football.
How precious is that?
And that's it. And maybe my parents.
Yeah, you are about your parents too.
hang out with us. Jacob Vincent from Upper Cumberland Reporter will be in here in just a little bit. So stick around with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville, W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.
They called it an all-night vote-a-rama. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and it ended a few hours ago at the Senate.
The concurrent resolution, as amended, is considered agreed to.
And with all Republicans, except Rand Paul, voting to approve a $340 billion budget blueprint using a process Democrats can filibuster and block, it boosts funding for border security, the military, and energy production.
Here's the rub. The House has to approve the same plan. A, we don't know whether or not the House of Representatives can approve anything, let alone sync up with the Senate. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, said that this was a non-starter. So, they might be dead in the water unless, A, they can get on the same page, and B, both bodies be able to adopt the same thing.
That's Fox's Chad Pergram at the Capitol. The day after Senate Republicans voted to confirm Kash Patel as new FBI director with no Democrat support, Patel will be sworn in. There is anger in Israel, where Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is vowing revenge, accusing Hamas of violating the ceasefire deal. One of the 4 dead hostages released in Gaza yesterday didn't turn out to be Shiri Bibas, as had been expected, the mother of 2 young boys whose remains were handed over.
In an indescribably cynical way, they did not return Shiri to the side of her little children, the little angels, and they put the body of a Gazan woman in the coffin.
Hamas is set to release 6 more hostages who are alive tomorrow. This is a big deal north of the border.
Centering pass, McDavid scores! Connor McDavid wins it for Canada!
He scored in overtime on ESPN, giving Canada a 3-2 victory over Team USA in Boston to win the NHL's Four Nations Face-Off tournament. And just before that game, President Trump, who's been threatening Canada with big tariffs on imports to the U.S., repeated what he wants for Canada.
I think they have to become the 51st state.
Well, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, after Canada beat the American team last night, posted on X, "You can't take our country, and you can't take our game." America's listening to Fox News.
This Valentine's season, the Ministry of Preborn invites you to become a heartbeat hero and share the love that goes beyond a box of chocolates, a love that saves lives. Every day, thousands of women are told the lie that abortion is their only option. They can't do it, that there is no hope. But that mother in crisis, when she sees her baby on an ultrasound at a preborn network clinic, it doubles her chances at choosing life. This isn't just an image on a screen. It's about a mom hearing the baby's heartbeat, maybe for the first time, and realizing that's a gift growing inside of her. One preborn supporter said, "Knowing my gift could save a life was the most meaningful act of love I could give." For $28, you can provide an ultrasound and help a mom in crisis choose life. $140 provides 5 ultrasounds. So this Valentine's season, take a stand, be bold, become a heartbeat hero. Dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or visit preborn.com/hope. That's preborn.com/hope.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams remains on the job as a federal judge reviews the Justice Department ordering a federal bribery and corruption case be dropped as the mayor cooperates with federal illegal immigration raids. Now, the mayor denies there's a link. Governor Kathy Hochul could have removed Adams, but has chosen not to.
I cannot deny the people of this great city the power to make this decision for themselves.
But she can and will place guardrails to protect the mayor's office from undue Trump administration influence. That includes oversight from a state inspector general, legal power for other city leaders, and giving the state comptroller more oversight over New York City funds. In New York City, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising the day after a sell-off dragged the Dow down 450 points. President Trump celebrated Black History Month at the White House.
Just a few months ago, the people in this room and millions of other Black Americans played their own part in the American story when you went to the voting booths and restored a nice, good, solid government.
A Fox News voter analysis shows President Trump got 15% of the black vote, almost double the support he got in the 2020 election. A famous golfer was at that event, and there was a big issue in his sport to discuss.
Tiger Woods joined President Trump at a Black History Month reception, along with PGA Tour player Adam Scott and PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan.
And we had some interesting discussions. But let me ask you, is there anybody like our Tiger?
President Trump is helping negotiate a settlement between the PGA Tour and Live Golf, a league backed by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund that has attracted top players away from the PGA. Any deal would likely need approval from the Trump administration. The Justice Department launched an antitrust investigation when a proposed merger was first announced in 2023.
That's Jared Halpern of the White House. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee Valley Authority continuing to ask customers to reduce power consumption amid frigid temperatures. A voluntary energy reduction request continues through 10 a.m. today, with TVA saying it will help ease the strain on power grids. Some recommendations to lower consumption include delaying the use of large appliances and lowering thermostats. The Putnam County school system has used up 11 of 13 stockpiled snow days after closing school for winter weather Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. School officials say any days missed beyond that 13 must be made up so students receive equivalent of 180 instructional days. DeKalb County Commission expected to vote next week on a bond resolution to fund the construction of a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. WJLE Smithville reporting the bond will not exceed $55 billion over 30 years. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
Well, from Upper Cumberland reporter Jacob Vinson joins us, and you never slow down, even though the weather's been kind of crazy here.
We tried to. It has been, I guess, slow this week in terms of not doing any games yet, but in terms of trying to keep up with when the games are going to be played, that part has been
Well, that's
fun.
what we were talking about earlier. One, the high school basketball tournament and how that works is semi-confusing to me.
Yeah.
And then with the weather calling stuff off and on and off and on, that's just made it so much more confusing. So can you clear up where we're at in the high school basketball tournament world?
Yeah, I'll try to break it down a little bit too, because it is pretty confusing. So the district tournament, everybody in that district gets to play in it, and everybody gets seeded depending on how they play throughout the season. For example, in 7-3A, which involves all Upper Cumberland teams, Upperman and White County are both in that district. They have 6 teams, so you're seeded 1 through 6. The 1 and the 2 seed get a bye to the district semifinals, which also automatically gets you a bid into the region tournament. Okay. And then the remaining 4 teams will play in 2 play-in games. So those are elimination games playing for their season.
Okay.
And that's what we'll have tonight. So that's what's going on tonight in 7 AAA. Also in 7 4A. Those don't involve any Upper Cumberland teams because Cookeville's already into the semifinals. And then in 7...
So Cookeville finished 1 or 2?
Yeah, they both finished as the 2
Girls
seed,
and
actually.
boys.
Yep. So I
Right.
guess we haven't talked about that yet because they played on Friday. So
CAVS, go Cavs, go.
That's right. Cookeville, especially the boys, that's a heck of a season for them, especially losing as much as they did from last year's state championship runner-up team.
I don't think anybody really gave them much of a shot.
Honestly, I didn't. And it was hard to because you returned 2 players from the whole team last year. So it was a really, really good season for them. And with them getting that 2 seed, no matter what happens in this district tournament, they'll be into the region tournament.
Okay.
It obviously helps if you win because then you get a home game in the region tournament in that first game in the quarterfinals. And then from there on, it makes it a little bit easier bracket-wise. But no, the postseason is definitely a little bit confusing, but the main thing is 4 teams have to get through, and the districts can decide how that happens, essentially.
So who plays? I know it starts early. Is it 4 o'clock? With games that you guys are doing, and they most are Upper Cumberland teams, but you are doing some other stuff, to help out with the rest of the state. I mean, all the best of the best, so why not get you to do it, right?
Yeah, we have a partnership with the NFHS network, so we're doing all of the 7 4A games, which Cookeville will be playing in, but not until tomorrow since they have the bye. So we'll be doing those today, those are all the playing games, and those involve Stewart's Creek, Smyrna, Laverne, Lebanon, Wilson Central. And then we will also be doing 7 single-A games. Those are the semifinal games, so those ones aren't elimination games, but whoever wins those will be going into the district championships and then the district third-place games. And those will be on our Facebook page. And Goose put together a good article yesterday with all of the area tournaments on our website.
I got you.
To try to break it down a little bit more, because Gordonsville, Pickett County will play, and then Clark Range, Clay County are playing as well. So
today?
That'll be today, yep. And so it'll be Clay County, Clark Range girls at 4. This is 7 single-A district tournaments, so the lower classification. Clay County, Clark Range girls at 4. Clay County, Gordonsville boys at 5:30. Pickett County girls will play Gordonsville at 7, and then Pickett County and Clark Range boys will play at 8:30.
So a lot of Pickett County, Clark Range.
Yeah, which that one's only a 5-team district, so it's a little bit smaller, and they already played their elimination games on Tuesday, so they fortunately were able to get some games in on Tuesday before the weather hit.
So the games today, will a lot of those teams, if they win, automatically play the very next day? Is that how?
Yeah. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of games coming up tomorrow. I think 7 single A is the only tournament that doesn't have games tomorrow because they were able to get their elimination games done a little bit earlier. So they'll play their championships on Monday and Tuesday, which is what a lot of them do. But since 7 4A and 7 3A haven't played yet, they have to play their semifinals tomorrow. So they'll play tonight, they'll play tomorrow, and then you'll have the girls' championship Monday, boys' championship Tuesday, and then third place games in those as well to decide the seedings going into the region tournament.
So who plays? I know there's a big girls game tonight, and is that White County and who?
So White County, they're into the semifinals already, so they won't play tonight.
They're not playing. Yeah.
But the big one, Livingston Academy and Stone Memorial, is a really
Livingston
interesting
is who
one.
I was thinking about because they got that girl that can't miss.
Yeah, they got Ellie Butler. She's been really good this season.
I need to remember her name here at some point, but right now she's just girl who can't miss.
It's a good nickname for her.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wouldn't mind that nickname.
Right. And what time is that one on?
So that one is at excuse me, at 7 o'clock.
At 7.
And that's a really interesting one because for Stone Memorial, they've really struggled in the second half of the season, but they get a player back that actually transferred in from Cumberland County last year. Her name's Lauren Clark, and she's really good.
Okay.
She'll be a difference maker in that game, and when you haven't seen her play with Stone with the varsity level yet this season, it's kind of tough to prepare for one game. And this is an elimination game. So, I mean, if she goes off and has 25 points and you just can't slow her down, then your season's over with. Right. So it makes that 7 o'clock game really, really interesting.
You can watch that on Hub Plus. That'll be a Hub Plus game, rather through the app or channel 192 on Twin Lakes or Spectrum or however you get it on the Upper Cumberland Reporters YouTube page. That'll be a good game. And then then there's the 7:30 game.
So that one's at 7, and then the 5:30 game, which will also be on Hub Plus, will be White County and DeKalb County boys.
Okay.
They split White County swept them in the regular season, but White County split with Cumberland County in the regular season. But White County's been playing some really good ball here late. They've won 5 out of their last 6, playing much better than they had at the beginning of the season. Trip Pinion is really, really good. I know you guys had a chance to talk with him during the end of football season.
What a chill, down-to-earth kid he is.
He's a heck of an athlete, too.
Yeah, I mean, we heard you guys talking about him so much, and I guess I expected, like, well, I'm the big jock, and I'm just like so. He was just like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
like
very unassuming. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess somebody, because
sweet guy.
Because if I was as athletic and had done as well as him, my mouth would be running all the time.
Right.
And he's very.
We'd be a little more cocky than him.
He's very humble and very
sweet,
very down to earth. All right, so we'll take a break here, then we'll get into what happens tomorrow. So, who's Cookeville's potential, who's Upperman's potential. So we'll get into those games that'll be happening tomorrow. Here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out. Be right back.
They say time is money. Well, I'm about to save you a lot of both. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford of Cookeville. Right now, Ford of Cookeville is offering an oil change and tire rotation for just $29.95. We'll do it right in your own driveway with our Ford Mobile Service team. Our factory-trained technicians perform expert service right where you are with our state-of-the-art mobile service Ford Transit vans. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or 931-526-3325.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients says something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
You know, this country was founded on freedom from a country that forced us to buy overpriced tea, then tried blockading us, and then we dumped their tea into the ocean. How did that work out? Well, it's time to throw out your overpriced big wireless contract, and you won't sacrifice service thanks to my cell phone provider, Pure Talk. Now, my cell phone company says no to inflated prices, and with a qualifying plan of just $45 a month, you can get an iPhone 14 or a Samsung Galaxy for nothing. And yes, this is for premium service. You get unlimited talk and text and 25 gigs of data and mobile hotspot at a fraction of the price of those big guys. So get your new iPhone 14 or Samsung Galaxy for $0. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you make the switch. It's fast, simple, and easy. Pound 250, keyword save now for your new iPhone or Galaxy with a qualifying purchase from Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window studio. It's 7:18 now.
We've got Jacob Vinson with us. You know, Jason and I get very confused about all the tournament action, but Jacob, you are keeping it really, you're like down to the wire. You know exactly what's going on. You're the one that tells us what's happening. So there's more still to come tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more tomorrow. 4 games today, and then there'll be the 4 semifinals tomorrow for District 7 3A and then District 7 4A as well. And 7 single A, like I said before, the only district that won't have games tomorrow because they're already into the semifinals tonight. So, yeah, there's a lot of good matchups that should be coming up tomorrow.
So who do we watch tonight to see who Cookeville's going to play tomorrow?
So Cookeville, they will get either Stewart's Creek or Smyrna on the girls' side. So most likely Stewart's Creek. Smyrna's not been great this season, which will be for the girls a rematch of their Friday game. And it should be a really fun contest. And then the same actually for the boys. They'll either get Stewart's Creek or Lebanon. And they beat Lebanon a couple of times. They beat Stewart's Creek once on that Friday game in overtime.
Yeah.
It was a little bit scary for them, but they were able to get it done. So they could each play Stewart's Creek again. They could play Lebanon on the boys' side. With the girls, I'll give it about a 99% chance that they play Stewart's Creek. And then the boys, honestly, I don't know. That one is really a toss-up right now just because Lebanon seems like they've played a little bit better here just in the last week of the regular season. And so that'll be really fun. Those games will be at 3:30 and 6:30 tomorrow for Cookeville. The girls will be first, the boys second.
And then Upperman, who does Upperman
So
player? We don't know, but who are they?
Right. Yeah. So Upperman girls, they're the 2 seed, so they will play the winner of Cumberland County and DeKalb County. So that'll most likely be Cumberland County, which again will be a rematch of their Friday game this past week, which should be a pretty solid one. And then the White County girls will play the winner of Livingston and Stone Memorial, which should be really fun as well. So the semifinals, they get a lot more fun just because there's not as much discrepancy in the seedings, and especially in 7 AAA. That's one of the most competitive districts year in and year out, and it's no different this year.
Now, will they be playing? And I know these are stupid questions for those of you who actually know what's going on, but are they like is Cookeville playing at home, or is Upperman playing at home? White County, who's got home games?
So they go every year. They go to a different school. Who gets to host them. And sometimes they'll play the elimination games as a home game, depending on who the higher seed is, but they're not doing that this year, especially with the cancellations. So all of the 7-4A, which is Cookeville's district, is played at Lebanon High School.
Okay.
And they'll play all the way there through the region tournament as well. The only game that they would get to come back home for would be the region quarterfinal, which is the first game of the region tournament. And that's if they get to the championship game of the district tournament. So that would mean they would be the 1 or the 2 seed.
Yeah, this is why they teach algebra. Just so you can keep up with the tournament games.
Right. And then for 7 AAA, for the classification below with Upperman and White County and all of them, that one is actually played at Cumberland County High School. So all of those games will be in Crossville, and then all of the 7 4A games will be in Lebanon tonight. And then for 7 single A, all of those games are at Livingston Academy because that's the biggest gym in the area that can house all of those fans because all the the single A ones aren't obviously big enough.
Good. Livingston's a good place to go watch some ball.
Yeah.
And you said Cumberland County.
Mm-hmm.
I like what because they're both old gyms.
Yep.
And you can tell.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way.
Right. They got character to them.
I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
They're still high quality places, but they smell like old gyms. The floor looks
It
like
brings back all that nostalgia.
yeah. I mean, it just looks like it's supposed
old school basketball.
It's old school basketball, and you can. I don't know. There's something about those 2 places, especially Livingston, that I just love watching basketball. But all right, so we got a lot of basketball this weekend now, and then Monday and Tuesday. That's when the district championships are.
Right. So you'll have 4 games again split between the 2 days. You'll have the 3rd place game, which if you lose your district semifinal game, then you play in that 3rd place game. And all of this is just for seeding into the region tournament. So then if you win, you get into the district championship. The girls' championships will be on Monday. The boys' championships will be on Tuesday. and those are all at the same sites as well. So 7-3A will be at Cumberland County, 7-4A will be at Lebanon, and those are important. If you win your district semifinal, you automatically will host a region quarterfinal game, which is big.
Yeah.
And you would love to get the 1 seed just because it helps you out with your path through the postseason. And so it'll be big for all of our area teams, and we'll kind of see how that goes this weekend.
How does that look for the Upper Cumberland teams? Like, if you had to pick who's going to be or who's going to win these district championships.
So, White County's the 1 seed in 7 AAA right now, so they've obviously, considered the favorites. They were the only team that went undefeated, and we didn't see that happening this year. On the girls' side. On the boys' side, Upperman kind of seems the same way. They're also really, really good. They honestly have not been tested in district play. They have had one close game. It was against Livingston. It was a rivalry game, and Livingston played really well, and we'll see if they can do it again if they end up playing. That one was at Upperman, actually.
Oh, okay.
And then Upperman took care of them at Livingston after that in the second contest. So I would expect White County and Upperman to have some really good shots at winning it in 7-3A and 7-A. Pickett County are both 1 seeds on the girls and the boys' side. Would expect the girls to win that. The boys lost to Gordonsville in the final week of the regular season, and we'll see if they're able to bounce back. They haven't played in a while. They haven't played in, I want to say, 10 or 11 days now with the cancellations.
That's forever.
Yeah. So that which means you get a lot of time to practice, but it's when you're not playing games.
Practice ain't playing.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll see if that affects them at all tonight in the semifinals. And then for Cookeville's districts, Lebanon is the 1 seed on the girls' side, but really 1 through 3 with Lebanon, Cookeville, and Stewart's Creek. They all beat each other this year. So really anybody can win that district. And we'll kind of get to see how Cookeville plays tomorrow in their semifinal against what I would imagine is Stewart's Creek, and probably give a good precursor for the championship game, whoever gets there.
You know where Stewart's Creek is?
They're in Smyrna.
Okay.
Yep. A lot of Cookeville's district opponents are Wilson County and Rutherford County.
Stewart's Creek sounds like one of those girl shows I wouldn't watch. It comes on Hallmark.
Oh, like Gilmore Girls, like that you do watch?
I didn't watch Gilmore Girls.
I
Gossip Girl I watched.
Same thing.
Get it right. If you're going to make fun, get it right. Yeah, I'd be like, but Stewart's Creek.
You're making fun of me, but you didn't even know where Stewart's Creek was.
Starring Meredith Baxter Burney.
I will say they have one of the cooler logos. They're the Red Hawks.
Oh, that is
one of the cooler logos. But yeah, and on the boys' side,
be positive.
Yeah, I try. On the boys' side, Laverne won that district, but they had some close games, even with Cookeville. So if Cookeville is able to get to the championship, which is not a foregone conclusion just because of how competitive that district is, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, on the boys' side, that one's pretty much wide open with a nod to Laverne because they did go undefeated in the district. So they're obviously the favorite, but the boys' one could be really interesting coming up on Monday or on Tuesday.
So a lot going on with Upper Cumberland Reporter. We'll have some of the Upper Cumberland games. So you just texted me who they were going to be on Hub Plus. Hang on, I'll tell you. At 5:30 on Hub Plus, DeKalb versus the White County boys, and then at 7, Livingston and Stone Memorial girls game at 7. So at 5:30 and at 7, we'll have coverage from Upper Cumberland Reporter on Hub Plus. You can download that for Roku and watch it there on your big screen, making it easy. I don't know if you heard, but we added a channel to Hub Plus.
Really?
So now you can get on there and watch the Upper Cumberland Weather Channel.
There you go.
With Anthony Taylor.
There you go.
We're trying to get you covered on all the bases here.
Tell you what
I did there with baseball season coming up.
Yeah, all the bases.
Who's on first?
Yeah. Hey, Tech baseball's good. I mean,
they're playing well.
They're undefeated right now.
They are 6-0, 5-0, 6-0, and then I think their games this weekend got moved around a little bit with the weather. But
and then on Saturday at the Hoop, it's the Golden Game, or I forgot exactly what they call it, but they want you to wear gold, but they're giving out free T-shirts.
Nice.
And the men are actually on ESPNU on Saturday.
There you go.
And there's a good shot for them to See where they're going to be seated in the OVC tournament.
They're playing pretty well this year.
They made last year.
Yeah, they're playing a lot better this year.
And the girls or the women at Tech are a 1 seed, I believe. Or they're tied.
I think they're up there. Might be tied, but yeah, they're definitely up there.
So a lot of basketball to take in this weekend here in the Upper Cumberland. A lot of stuff going on. Putnam County Home Show's going on too, and it's my wife's birthday.
There you go.
You don't need to forget that.
No, can't forget that. That's way more important than basketball or the home show.
And the temperatures might not be freezing this weekend,
too. 40 on
so,
Saturday.
Yeah, that's heat wave decent. Coming in.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, thanks so much for coming in, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Upper Cumberland Reporter, always doing a great job, and proud to be teamed up with them for sure. Now, coming up next, Sheila, I know we got some people from the home show coming in. Who is all that?
We do. Gavin Bartlett, he is with Complete Creek, and also Jaden Flynn with Modern Development. They'll be coming in just a few moments.
All right. Looking forward to that. Stick around with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee Valley Authority continuing to ask customers to reduce power consumption amid frigid temperatures. A voluntary energy reduction request continues through 10 a.m. today, with TVA saying it will help ease the strain on power grids. Some recommendations to lower consumption include delaying the use of large appliances and lowering thermostats. The Putnam County school system has used up 11 of 13 stockpiled snow days after closing school for winter weather Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. School officials say any days missed beyond that 13 must be made up so students receive equivalent of 180 instructional days. The DeKalb County Commission expected to vote next week on a bond resolution to fund the construction of a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. WJLE Smithville reporting the bond will not exceed $55 billion over 30 years. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The San Antonio Spurs yesterday announced that Victor Wembanyama will miss the rest of this season with deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder. He was averaging 24 points, 11 rebounds, almost 4 assists, and a league-leading 3.8 blocks per game this season. Dallas Cowboy offensive lineman Zach Martin is retiring from the NFL. Martin played 11 years in the league and was named to 9 Pro Bowls throughout his career. He was also a first-team All-Pro in 7 seasons. ESPN will no longer broadcast Major League Baseball after this season. ESPN only broadcasts 30 regular season games and the playoffs starting in 2021 after broadcasting more than 90 games in their previous contract. With the decline in games shown on the network, they mutually agreed to part ways from their contract. Join us tonight for 8 high school basketball games. On the main UCR Facebook page, you can watch all 4 District 7 Single-A semifinal games. On the UCR YouTube channel, you can watch all 4 District 7 3A play-in games. All games get started at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
A man is behind bars for the shooting of an Army sergeant back in 2015. Calvin Wilhite was walking with his girlfriend down 4th Street when 2 men pulled up in a car to talk to her. Words were exchanged, and the couple tried to walk away when Wilhite was shot by someone in the car. The father of 2 was also a U.S. sergeant who served for 7 years and spent a year in Iraq. Timothy Davis determined to be responsible for the shooting after a years-long investigation. Davis has been arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Meantime, Ringo Starr making his debut performance at the Grand Ole Opry this week. The famous Beatles drummer performing today, February 21st, at the Grand Ole Opry House during their 100th anniversary celebration. Starr has a new country album out entitled Look Up. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
Okay, here goes. I know more about cooking dinner for a party of 12 than I do about packing a lunch for a 12-year-old. I know kids like things like PB&J, pigs in a blanket. Oh, and fish sticks. They do love fish sticks. Fillets I get, but sticks? What part of the fish does the stick come from? I know I can read a cookbook that'll tell me how to make a red wine reduction, but where are the cookbooks that can teach me how to cut the crusts off bologna sandwiches? Oh, maybe we can compromise on mac and cheese. Can you make that with brie? Everybody likes brie, right?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to push your food around their plate. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit adoptuskids.org for more information. This message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
A Murfreesboro man sentenced for raping 3 unconscious women. 39-year-old Emmanuel Webb pleading guilty last week in Rutherford County Circuit Court. Prosecutors say they found video of the sexual assaults on his cell phone. Webb was sentenced to 16 years in prison and must register as a sex offender once he's released. Tennessee cracking down on gas stations accused of selling bad fuel. The state's Department of Agriculture ordering a BP station to stop selling gas. Officials say that decision was made after a sample of fuel from the business off Jackson Avenue failed a recent test. Anyone who suspects a problem with gasoline from a local business is urged to report it. FedEx warning customers of potential package delays due to ongoing winter weather impacting their Memphis hub. The company's website says people could experience potential delivery setbacks due to a weather disruption. An emergency contingency plan is in place to try to avoid major impacts. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Well, it is going to be a very cold night with temperatures falling back into the low single digits. That's overnight. We'll clear out. Tomorrow will be a sunny day, a little bit warmer, the high in the mid-30s. Be back in the teens tomorrow night, low 40s by Saturday, and we'll keep it dry right into Sunday with highs getting closer to 50.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7
Good morning, Cookeville.
and
Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:35 now.
We've got a full studio, folks. We've got Gavin Bartlett in here from Complete Crete. We also have Jordan Flynn from Modern Development.
If you're watching on Hub Plus, that's the creepy guy behind Sheila right now.
No,
Jordan's the creepy guy.
Jaden.
Jaden.
Jordan and Jaden. So Jaden Flynn is with Modern Development.
I tried to pick up a deer from the processor not too long ago, and he said my name was James Finn. So.
Oh, hey.
He made you really official.
James Finn. That sounds like you're a mountaineer
whatever
kind of
you
guy.
want to call me, I'm here for.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize I called you Jordan.
Oh, you're fine.
So you guys are really like friends from way back, right?
Way
That's
back.
why y'all wanted to come in together.
Way back.
Our parents are friends and everything, so.
So you're like brothers instead of like buddies.
It's been a while.
One could say.
So when you say way back, how long?
I would say since we were like little kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
We
we're
became closer friends, obviously, as we got older.
Sure, yeah.
We've known each other for a long, long time.
Yeah, and I'm knocking on 30 years old next week.
Oh,
you're still a baby.
Oh my gosh, man! How do you even get around?
You're a young buck. I'm 32.
Oh my gosh!
Well, you know.
So, Jaden, tell us about Modern Development and what Modern Development is.
Yeah, so over at Modern Development, we're outfitted with 40 to 50 individuals. We run quite a few in-house guys, quite a few subcontractors. We do high-level new construction and renovation stuff. We do a lot of stuff on the residential side, a lot of stuff on the commercial side, and then recently we have launched a barn dominium division as well.
Oh, cool.
And that's been taken off really well, so we're super excited about that. So, we basically offer any and all building services, but if somebody asks me what we really specialize in, we really like doing, custom new construction homes. We do a lot of spec homes. And then, like I said, the large-scale renovation stuff is a big part of what we do, too.
What got you into that? I mean, what made you interested in getting started with that?
If I could sum it up in like a minute and a half,
you got time. You can take your time.
Well, I used to have a restaurant here, right, called the Iron Kitchen.
Yeah.
And we were a meal prep company. I had a gym in the same building. Well, one night I got a call, and my landlord had told me that my building had basically been sold out from under me, which I don't blame him at all. You know, sell the building, I'm just renting it.
Right.
At that level yet, whatever. So I'm scrambling, trying to find the next building that's open. You know, where am I going to move my business? What am I going to do? At the time, it's my only livelihood, only source of income, and I ended up going into the Willow Conference building, Willow Conference Center. I guess it used to be the Willow Church of Christ over on over on Willow. So I get into this building, and it's like 3,500 square feet, 30-foot ceilings. I have zero clue about how to do anything construction, and there was literally nowhere else to go in town. So I was like, okay, I have to go here, and I ended up doing like a full renovation on that space. And like I said, I had no hopes of ever being in construction. Never thought anything about it. Didn't know anything about it. I get about 70 or 80% through the remodel of that building and just fell in love with it. So like 4 months later, I end up shutting that whole business down, completely switching modes. And then here I am like another 4 years later. And it's kind
What
of
a cool story.
Yeah, and I could go on and on and on.
By the way, I
about
missed
how
the
it
Iron
happened.
Kitchen. You did a good job on that.
No, I miss it too. And I get messages every couple days of, hey, can you do something? But it's like, cooking will always be a passion of mine.
Maybe you can add that to your services when you build a house.
Build your house.
You come in and your refrigerator's full of meals.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, I mean, it's been a crazy journey, man. Just, really just blessed and super thankful to be where I am now, how I got here. So, man, it's kind of hard to give you the condensed version, but,
Sure. Well, sometimes, you get an opportunity or a door opens for you that you didn't even know existed.
Exactly.
And
Gotta be open to it.
Lord puts that there for you. You open it up, and and a lot of times it's the best thing for you that you didn't even know.
Yes, sir. It's one of those instances, where you always hear, God's plan's bigger than your plan. And I just, feel like a walking testimony of that.
Yeah. Every single time, no matter how hard you fight it.
That's it.
I don't know about you. I fought it a few times, and
telling you.
always ends up his way. So you might as well just do it
I know,
first time,
I know.
right? Yeah.
Might as well stop wasting time and just follow the God's path.
Absolutely. Sometimes that's how it works.
Yeah.
Every time that's how it works.
Gavin, we want to hear about Complete Crete too.
My story's probably a little bit less complex. I've pretty much been in flooring my whole life. So at Complete Crete, we specialize in concrete coatings, non-slip stuff, really beautiful, ornate stuff, and everything in between. I started out when my first little job was installing hardwood flooring. I still do that a little bit from time to time. But eventually got away from that, had a couple little jobs here and there in between, and then I mainly started doing landscaping with a really good friend of mine. His name's Brendan Johnson. Shout out to Brendan.
Shout out, Brendan.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's amazing. If any of you have seen any of his work, it is unbelievable. I mean, he's so talented. But there was times throughout the year, like now, when it's so freezing cold, we were just talking about how cold it is, that you kind of run into a wall, and it's like, well, it's too wet, it's too cold, we can't get anything done, so we needed something to do. And so we got into this, started doing epoxy. And in the cold weather, we could go inside, do something. Epoxy has its stuff that you can't do outside in the cold as well, but we needed something to do. And so we started doing that, and then I kind of fell in love with that. I was like, wow, this is much better than digging holes and planting plants. So I started, and building blocks and stuff like that. So crushing your hand in the cold with a block.
Oh, goodness.
Is the worst.
It is super, super painful.
Yeah.
And I was like, this epoxy stuff's fun, and you kind of add your own twist to it. It's kind of, some of it's art. I mean, every floor is different, and so I really enjoyed kind of expressing myself in that way.
That epoxy's beautiful, really.
It can be, yeah.
It's
absolutely.
amazing what they can do, especially you do the concrete staining too. Some of that stuff's just unbelievable.
Yeah, you can make it, and it's all custom too. So just whatever the customer wants, like we can pretty much make it happen. And so started doing that, and then I met Jaden, and he was doing the remodel stuff. And
met me again.
Yeah, well, I should have said that, but we blended together, and it was like the perfect match.
Yeah.
He's doing this, I'm doing this. We can come together and join forces and like create something really awesome.
So y'all work on a lot of the same projects?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
That did work out great.
Well, we're also like intertwined in business in Complete Creek Coatings like as well. So it gives us the ability to, partner on a lot of stuff. And, my whole thing with modern development is trying to get as vertically integrated as possible, so we've got like all of these separate divisions, we have like roofing divisions, exterior divisions, we've got the thing with the concrete coatings, our barn dominium division, framing divisions, and, it just allows us to, operate more efficiently and, to have more control over the job and kind of take less variables out of the situation.
It's also more fun.
It's also way more fun. If I ain't having fun, I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
I'll go back to making chicken and rice bowls.
Well,
I'd be happy because I like the Iron Kitchen.
Everybody's like, all right, let's do it, man. Yeah. We'll talk more about and everything that you guys have going on at the Putnam County Home Show when we come back here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Now through March 23rd, Cumberland County Playhouse presents The Wizard of Oz. Join Dorothy and Toto as they are swept over the rainbow to the magical land of Oz. They meet the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion, and they journey together to find the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Don't miss The Wizard of Oz, rated G, and co-sponsored by Plateau Pediatrics, First Bank, Comfort Suites Quality Inn, and the family of Owen Golden. The Playhouse education sponsor is Swallows Insurance. Call 931-484-5000 or visit ccplayhouse.com.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
You know, this country was founded on freedom from a country that forced us to buy overpriced tea, then tried blockading us, and then we dumped their tea into the ocean. How did that work out? Well, it's time to throw out your overpriced big wireless contract, and you won't sacrifice service thanks to my cell phone provider, Pure Talk. Now, my cell phone company says no to inflated prices, and with a qualifying plan of just $45 a month, you can get an iPhone 14 or a Samsung Galaxy for nothing. And yes, this is for premium service. You get unlimited talk and text and 25 gigs of data and mobile hotspot at a fraction of the price of those big guys. So get your new iPhone 14 or Samsung Galaxy for $0. Just dial pound 250, say the keywords Pure Talk, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you make the switch. It's fast, simple, and easy. Pound 250, keywords Pure Talk for your new iPhone or Galaxy with a qualifying purchase from Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We are in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:47 now.
In the studio with us is Gavin Bartlett. He is with Complete Crete, and we have Jaden Flynn from Modern Development. Guys, thank you so much for being in. And the reason we've got you in here is you guys are going to be a big part of the Putnam County Home Show. It's on Tennessee Avenue tomorrow and Sunday, 10 to 6 tomorrow, 10 to 5 on Sunday. You can register at putnamcountyhomeshow.com. What will you guys have set up in your booth?
I'll have my booth. Will have lots of samples. I'll obviously have banners that kind of explain what we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's really one of those things you need to come see.
Yeah, and they can come and talk to you
Put
too.
your hands on some materials and see what you like.
What kind of different? I mean, it's concrete. I mean, what?
Well, kind of like we were talking earlier. You can do
brother.
You can do. Yeah.
We're glad you asked.
Yeah, you can do anything with it. Our bread and butter is kind of like garages, workshops, stuff like that. We kind of go towards that. And with that being said, you can do any color, any blend, whatever, from like your favorite sports team logo, like man cave stuff, to safe rooms, gun rooms, stuff like that, full basements, obviously garages and shops. And then if you want to get crazy with it, we can make the whole thing look like a sheet of marble if you wanted us to. Or exotic colors, whatever. So
I saw one of the home makeover shows add lights
in the floor. Yeah. I haven't done that yet, but I really want to.
That is pretty cool.
That would be real
I mean,
cool.
I don't need it, but it looks really, really cool.
If there's a client out there that's in the budget,
you'll find out.
give me a call.
Yeah. Because you want to do it.
Yeah. You can make it glow in the dark too.
Come on.
Yeah, no. You can do exotic colors, and when you turn the lights off, the floor glows by itself.
Man, that'd be cool.
Has somebody ordered one of those here locally?
No one has yet.
But you're ready to do it, aren't you?
Well, we'll promote it a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, that would be. I mean, if you do get somebody one that, I'd love to see what it looks like in real life.
It'd be awesome in like a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah.
That would take somebody's space to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've done some.
That was funny. You looked at Jaden like, Jaden,
I'm like,
what
dude,
you got?
like,
Do you agree?
Yeah, like I'm trying. I'm only one man here,
I'm only one man.
But to answer your question, you can do anything with it. I mean, it's not a like just a small little thing.
Right.
You can definitely one of those things that people need to come see and put their hands on.
I think it's just been pigeonholed. With at your patio. It's your garage. It might even be your driveway that you would use for concrete.
A lot of people's concern is slipping and falling.
The cabinet tops. I mean, even those are a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of
you can
people,
do countertops.
Oh, Gavin loves to do countertops.
Is that true? Or are they hard? Or
He loves it, dude.
he loves it, dude.
We'll do this one for free.
Well,
right, Gav?
Sure.
Let's put some lights. Let's put some lights in and make it glow in the dark.
Like, free? What are you doing? We're trying to run a business here. So you said a lot of people are concerned about slipping and falling, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can make them non-slip. Concrete can obviously get slippery. Anytime you seal concrete, it's going to be more slippery than it would be should you not have in the first place.
Yeah.
So in order to combat that, we can do certain types of floors, traction additives and stuff like that. Our older clientele that's one of their bigger concerns when they step out of their vehicle and there's snow or water or anything coming off their vehicle. So we can mitigate that issue for them.
That's great.
And also make it look awesome. So
that's great.
What about heated?
A heated concrete floor. We've done several of those in like
Really?
barn dominiums. We're going to do that in some of the barn dominiums.
How
we're gonna build
nice
together.
would that be?
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. We did one recently, and we were concerned because it was so cold that we were like, I don't know if we can put the coating down because it's too cold. And he was like, we'll just turn the water system on and get this floor hot. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. Just kicked it on, and the next day we were walking around like barefoot. Like, this is nice.
Really?
Yeah, those radiant systems are something else for sure.
I mean, if you haven't experienced one, they are. I mean, that to me, the rest of the house could be whatever. But if you have a heated floor, especially in your bathroom,
Oh gosh.
When your feet hit the floor out of the bed,
that's luxury right there. I mean, I don't care who you are.
I don't know nothing about that life.
Yeah. Oh, me neither. I can't afford it. But I've been to like one of those home shows, where they have that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh, this is unreal. And to have that in a home, I couldn't imagine.
It would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Maybe one day, boys.
One day.
So what can we expect at Modern Developments set up?
Oh, we got a TV and a smile. That's about.
But they can come and ask questions.
Oh
and
yeah, we've got some good stuff prepared. So we're actually right next to
another company that we're partnered with, and he is one of my business partners in our modern development division. His name is Andrew Loftus, and his wife Kelly. They're going to be there with House of K&A is their name, so their in-house design team that we partnered with. And so we're actually able to do like all of these kind of like 3D / virtual reality renderings of all of our projects, not just in the barn-dominium section, but also in modern development. So let's say like you wanted to build a custom home. We could actually take you to our office, have your floor plan, load it into our system, put you in a virtual reality headset, and you could actually walk around every square inch to scale of your home. Yeah, it's super, super cool.
That is amazing.
So at the home show, we have an 80-inch touchscreen that is actually going to be an interactive barn-dominium configurator. So they're like you can go in, press a button, the roof line will change. You can go in, press another button, like the siding on the outside will change. So you'll be able to
have
customize
a line
some
there
of these
waiting to do that.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
That's what we're
I
hoping
mean, a
for.
lot of people want to play with that. I mean, barn dominiums are extremely popular
Yeah,
now.
they're popping right now, especially in this area. And the secondary market is lending on them wide open. So we've actually we have some preferred lenders and some really cool partnerships that we worked out. So, we can kind of get somebody help with closing costs, and there's some other incentives there too. So we're trying to be a kind of a one-stop shop, as much as we can. And then right next to us, we'll also have the we'll have Modern Roofing Group there, and we'll have a bunch of information and just all types of stuff explaining our services, warranties, how we go about our roof systems, and kind of some other really cool products that we don't see a whole lot of companies offering around here. So we're super excited.
When there's been a lot of course, movement into this area, a lot of people coming in and redoing homes or building new homes. In your industry, obviously we see it because we see all the different license plates and things, and feel the congestion on the road on Willow and Jefferson.
Can't say I blame them. Great place to live.
It is a great place to live. I don't blame them, but
our infrastructure wasn't really. I don't think we were geared this way, But it's super crazy, because during COVID, at one time there was a statistic that the number one state in the country to move to was Texas, and I can't remember the number one. There were 2 cities in Texas that were the top 2, but then the third most moved to city, according to U-Haul, was Nashville, and then Cookeville was the number 4 most moved to city in the United States during that time.
We're still we're at number 13 right now.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
When it comes to one-way U-Haul trips, and that's nationwide. Cookeville's ranked 13th, in between Huntsville and Birmingham, Alabama. Wow. And I don't know why anybody would want to move to Alabama, but people do.
I see your cup there, so
I mean, right? I mean,
we need to give you a Tennessee Vols floor.
Yeah, you
Oh
do.
my gosh, y'all can do that?
Yeah.
My favorite word in that was "give me."
Give you.
Talk about a super
We'll
cool
assist
man
you
cave.
in your project.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
I'm telling you.
I would have to burst up in that man cave. That would be cool.
You know what? Even if it was free, I still have to ask my wife, and it'd still be no.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Oh, that would be so
You'd love it so much, your wife would be like, "Honey, it's time to come in the house."
Yeah.
Can
She
you
wouldn't.
Can you do the living room next?
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are all great options.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be really cool to have. Could you imagine a power tee with the orange lights around
Yes, I
it?
could.
And if we could somehow get it to where whenever they would score, it'd light up.
Oh
or
my
something.
gosh, that would be great. Or you could do. Can you do a little remote where you could
I'm
make
sure
it
you
flash?
could.
He'd
Well-
make it happen. You can make it happen, Gavin.
We could probably figure something out. Luckily, the Vols are scoring a little bit more than they used to in the
Yeah,
past.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
So we'd have to make sure those lights would last.
That's the truth. Once you put it in, like how do you make sure that keeps working? Would you have to mess up all your work to get back in there and check on those
We're
lights?
just going to use high quality materials in the first place. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm 51, so as long as they lasted, maybe 20 years, then
Come on, brother.
I wouldn't matter.
Surely you got longer than that.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. That's why I was making fun of him for being all like, I'm almost 30.
Bro.
Age is just a number.
I might be almost 30, but my back's like 70.
I bet because you've done that hard work.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Something about
hard work.
Something like that.
I like to call them life concussions.
Yeah,
all the stupid
Right.
stuff you did when you were much younger.
That's more at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
I would
if
say,
you
are you a bit of a risk taker, maybe?
no. What would
No, what would make you think that?
Everything's a risk. It was risky walking in here. It was.
it's really risky putting me on a live show. That's
Ah,
super
nah.
risky.
Y'all been great.
Sheila's on every morning.
That's true. It's very risky.
There's no
You
telling
never know
she's
what I'm going to say or
I mean,
do.
It's ridiculous. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it. We'll see you this weekend at the Putnam County Home
can't
Show.
wait. Yeah, we appreciate you guys for sure.
That's going to be at the new convention center there off Jackson, where the fairgrounds are going to be. Starts at 10 on Saturday and Sunday, goes to 6 tomorrow, 5 on Sunday. It's free to get in if you register beforehand. Well, you can register when you're there too, but a whole lot easier if you just go to PutnamCountyHomeshow.com and then get signed up, and then that way when you get there you can just come on in. Right, Victoria, just come right on in and get to seeing some of these cool dudes and maybe get some ideas for your home, or maybe you're building a home. Either way, and now's a good time to start planning. Are y'all pretty booked up already?
Getting there for sure. We're getting into our spring schedule, and I'd say things are really going to pick up even more after that. People are going to get inspired and want to do different and creative things. So,
pretty picked up.
Yeah, well, I've never really wanted to be one of those contractors that's 2 years out, a year out. You know, we're constantly building infrastructure, you know, to constantly able to grow and innovate and, service more clients. So, as long as we're able to just maintain a certain level of quality, we're constantly trying to grow our business. We just, as time grows and the more we grow, we just get a little more selective about what we take on, but don't grow.
We'll see you guys this weekend. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM and AM 1400.